If you want to know how to find gemstones in your own backyard, watch this video to the end. You might believe that gemstones can only be unearthed in far-flung locations or created in jewelry laboratories. Some common gemstones may be hiding in plain sight in your backyard, even if you can't see them on the surface. And we'll go through how to find gemstones in your own backyard in this video. Though you're unlikely to find a diamond in your lawn's muck, there are a few gems you might be able to find right at home. After you've gathered your gear, it's time to go gem hunting in your own garden. If you have some nearby, limestone deposits are a fantastic place to start, because many different types of gemstones tend to interact in these locations. Alternatively, you might begin excavating in a rocky part of your yard. If your property is near water, such as a creek, river, or the ocean, these are also good places to look for gemstones. When it comes to finding diamonds in your backyard, luck, and the area in which you reside, play a big role. You can be out of luck if the geography is incorrect. As a result, always look in the aforementioned regions where stones are most likely to be found. Another important thing to find out is how you will identify how a gemstone looks like, which we will be showing you in this video. The first is quartz. Quartz is almost always either clear or cloudy white. It has a glassy appearance and is hard enough to scratch glass and any type of steel. It is commonly found in sandstones or light-colored rocks. If you find quartz in crystals, the crystals have a hexagonal shape. Pink and green quartz are two more colors you might come across, though they're more uncommon. Next on the list is the turquoise. A reasonably common stone called howlite can be mistaken for turquoise. It's probable that you'll come across dyed howlite if you reside in a neighborhood or an area that's been occupied for a long time. This colored mineral makes up 90% of all turquoise on the market today. Howlite is a very absorbent white mineral that isn't real turquoise, yet it closely resembles it. Rub a little edge of the alleged turquoise stone with acetone, nail paint remover, to check that it is natural turquoise. If you use a cotton ball or a Q-tip to clean dyed howlite, the blue color will leak into the cotton ball or Q-tip, revealing the white stone beneath. You have a natural turquoise stone if no color is removed. The color and texture of turquoise can also be used to identify it. Natural turquoise is almost never a single color. In a webbed look, browns, blacks, and other rock colors are blended in with the blue. Some turquoise stones appear to be greenish-brown or bluish-green in color. When you run your fingers across the webbed portions and your skin catches, you know you're dealing with a natural stone. This is due to mineral deposits in the stone that the turquoise developed in creating the webbing. The parent stone erodes with time, resulting in a rough texture along these discolored lines. Next on the list is the jade. There are a few ways to verify the authenticity of your purported jade gemstone. The first step is to search for faults. While it may appear paradoxical, defects in the color or texture, particularly vein-like impurities when examined under a microscope, may suggest a natural stone. If you look at your jade under a microscope and observe any bubbles, it's probably not genuine. The scratch test is the next method of determining genuineness. Steel is incapable of scratching genuine jade. Make an attempt to scrape the gem with a needle. The jade is fake if there is a visible scratch on it. Next on the list is the garnet. Garnet is a fairly simple gemstone to recognize, and it may be done just by looking at it. Hold the garnet close enough to your eye that you can feel it brushing across your lashes. Point the stone at a 6-foot distance light source, such as a window or a bright bulb. The garnet should have rainbows in it. Concentrate on one rainbow and make sure that each hue is present. Blue, green, yellow, orange, and red bands should be observed. You don't have a garnet if you don't notice the green and yellow bands, but you might have a ruby. You can also use the scratch/hardness test. Try scratching a piece of steel with the garnet if you have one lying around. The steel will be noticeably scratched if you have an original garnet. Garnet should be impervious to steel scratching. Next on the list is the opal. Opal can be recognized by its fluorescent properties. Synthetic opals often do not fluoresce when put under a light. Fake opal is also more porous than natural opal and has a more uniform color throughout, whereas natural opal will have different colors displayed throughout its body. Next on the list is the tourmaline. Tourmaline is often found in crystals and has a particularly icy, crystal appearance. The most common color of tourmaline is black, so if you find a black supposed tourmaline stone in your yard, this may hint at its legitimacy, although tourmaline comes in practically every color of the spectrum. These crystals are often six-sided with rounded edges. Next on the list is the agate. Unbroken agate will seem twisted, with distorted coloration and stripes. These diamonds are more likely to be found in a rock-rich environment. Holding a reddish, striped stone up to the sun, or another powerful light source, is the easiest way to recognize it as agate. You've got an agate gem on your hands if the stone is semi-translucent, and you can see obvious reddish striping or marbling. The more pronounced the striped pattern, the more valuable your agate is. If you've discovered a high-quality gemstone in your backyard, you might be thinking about selling it for a profit. If you're not sure how much to ask for your gemstone, or where to sell it, you'll need to get it appraised before you can put a price on it. An auction house is the best venue to sell a gemstone that hasn't been refined, carved, or set into a piece of jewelry. You can try selling your jewel through a local auction house or an internet auction house, which will provide you access to a wider range of purchasers.